Okay, so guys, today I would like to talk about Python programming language. So this session is very important for who are looking for job on data analytics, data science, and DevOps, and even you are working and even you're applying jobs on Java or full stack. But so sometimes you need to work with the Python functionalities for creating some kind of backend or REST API, something like that. Or else sometimes you might get a project. It could be like a migration project, okay, from .NET to Python or else Java to Python. Okay, that situation also. Okay, so that scenario also you might need to be have some kind of knowledge on Python programming language. Okay, and moreover, even you're working like a web developer or a full stack developer, okay, so because of revolutionary in technology, and everyone is introduced that their applications which is artificial intelligence, right? So by the time, so most of the artificial intelligence engineer or most of the artificial intelligence applications or chatbots and everything, it could be it could be created with help of Python programming language only. Okay, so that particular situation, or if any AI module or if any AI chatbot, if you want to be integrate your application, to make sure that you should have some basic knowledge or you should have knowledge on Python programming language. Clear, right? Okay, so I would like to go for creating the some specific canvas playlist for this particular Python programming language. So who need the access for that particular Python, you can send your mail ID in the chat. Right away, I would like to go for right away I would like to go for give access for your Python module or playlist. You can try to share your mail IDs in a Zoom chat, guys. I'd like to go for creating a new module. The name of the course is Python. So you can try to go for publish. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I got a mails, and so we'll see. Okay. So Monica. So guys, please check your mail ID. Is it correct or not? Okay. If I'm wrong, please let me know right away. Otherwise, you won't get the recording actually. Okay. So guys, today I want to talk about Python programming language. So I'm creating the new playlist for this particular Python. So who need the access for your recordings and live recordings, you can share your mail ID in our Zoom chat. Shri. So please check your mail IDs. Whether if I'm wrong, please let me know. The same mail ID, if you already created your Canvas account, and this time you don't need to go for creating the password, guys. Okay. So automatically, it if you accept it, then it will be go for your existing Canvas account only. So this playlist also could be added to your existing Canvas account. So please try to give that same mail ID what you're giving for your previous mail IDs. Okay, so that everything could be in the same location. Clear? Okay. Is there anyone required live recordings? If anyone required the live recordings, please share your mail ID in your Zoom chat. Someone joined newly. Guys, if you have not shared your mail ID, please share your mail ID so that I would like to go for the. It's very tough to giving recording access for individually. So try to be used this time for accessing the live recordings. Yep, fine. So let me add your all first. Okay. So next, add user. Yeah. So guys, please check your mail IDs. Go and check your mail IDs. Go and check your mail IDs. You might be get the invitation from the Canvas account, and you just click on the on top of the get started. By the time it will ask you accept and deny your invitation, and you have to click on the accept. Then if you have already Canvas account, and then you just log into that one, and if you're not having the Canvas account, then create the password, then this mail ID and the password what you are setting by the time of accepting your invitation. So with help of those credentials, we can access this recording whenever you want it. Okay. So is there anyone got the access from the Canvas?
I got it.
Who is that?
Jyoti.
Jyoti. Have we? Okay. So do you need any help for accepting of this invitation?
No, I already got access.
Okay. So guys, if is there anyone facing an issue on accepting of this invitation?
Accepted. Perfect.
Okay. Mani Bharati. Okay. Mani Bharati, have you ordered the invitation from the Canvas?
Yeah, I just got it.
Okay. So, guys, I think most of them are accepted invitation, but Sania not accepted, Reach not accepted, and Maunishri also you're not accepted the invitation, and Manu 49 M also you're not accepted the invitation, and Monica and Mani and Malati Careers and Jyoti, Jyoti and Jani and Harishri. You guys are not accepted in invitation, guys. Are you there here? First of all,
Yeah, I accepted, but it's not showing like it's showing pending in the list actually.
okay.
Yeah.
So Datri, you just joined. Can you please share your mail ID so that you will able to get the access of my recordings of these particular sessions? Who are not share your mail IDs, please share your mail IDs, guys. Okay. Please meet your systems. I think, yeah, I think everyone is. So only 9 people are pending. And Datri, might you already get the invitation from the canvas? Please accept that invitation, and so that you can able to access the recordings. Rishri and Jyotika and Mani and Monica and Manu 49M, Monishri and Rich and Sania. So you guys are not accepted invitation, and please try to accept invitation. Okay. Yep. Okay, cool enough. So this particular session, I want to talk about Python programming language. Okay. So Python is the very simplest programming language, guys, and you don't need to much worried about for learning a Python programming language. And it's a very simplest programming language. With my personal experience, I'm telling this thing. And if the consultant or if the student he is having a 10 years old, then that guy also can easily grasp the knowledge on Python programming language. So that in school level also, in schooling education also, every in people are adding the or organizations are adding the Python programming language in their coursework. Okay, that is the level of understanding of the Python. So if you're not aware of the Python programming language, don't worry, this session will help a lot. Clear? Yes. The first thing is that what is the necessity of learning of the Python programming language. So can anyone tell me why we need to learn Python programming language these days? Tell me, guys. The necessity of learning of Python this specific time. Can anyone please tell me? You know what? For example, if you're working like a full stack developer, okay, or else if you are working like no, you are the full stack developer. Might coming to this particular full stack, you might have like no Java, .NET, or Python, or else Node.js, something else, right? Okay, and might you're working like a data analyst. Might you're working like a data analyst. Okay, might you're working like a data scientist. Might you're working like a artificial intelligence engineer or machine learning engineer. Okay, or else testing engineer. Okay, and even you're working like a DevOps engineer or else cloud engineer, whatever it is. Okay, the technology, it may be come from anything. Okay, so I'm suggesting that try to go for learn Python programming language initially. The reason is that if you're working like a full stack developer, might you need to be involving into to solve some kind of test cases, to execute some kind of text cases. These days everyone using the Python is the testing as an for building of some kind of test cases or for writing some kind of testing scripts. and people are using the Python programming language. Okay. So, for example, if you're working like a full stack developer, might it be integrating the some kind of artificial intelligence application to your program, your application. That moment you need some kind of basic knowledge or basic understanding of Python programming language, so that it could be easy to integrate your chatbot to your application. Okay. For example, if you're the data scientist or data engineer or data analyst, okay, so everyone, we need to go for creating some kind of ETL pipelines, or else you need to go for creating some kind of machine learning models. If you want to build some kind of deep learning models, okay, if you want to do some kind of automation, and wherever we go, and the Python is the the programming language for solution for any situation. Clear? Is it clear my point?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the reason. So that's the reason I'm suggesting, and I'm giving some kind of intuition of Python programming language into this particular job survivable course. Clear? Yep. Yep. Coming to this one, it is also similar to like C or C plus plus, Java, a different kind of programming language only. For example, if you want to be execute, or if you want to build some kind of scripts, okay, and if you want to write some kind of script, we can use Notepad, we can use anything. But if you want to be execute these particular scripts, and you should have the compiler. So the compiler, we can call it the Python interpreter actually, so or else Python IDE. Okay. So Python is the programming language. It's the interpreter programming language, interpreter based on programming language, which means that you can write the program and it will be, conversion and execution. It is done with, single statement by statement. So that we are calling it, the Python is the interpreted programming language. So if you want to write any Python program, make sure that you should have the integrated development environment, or else any one of the platform for you, or else any one of the IDE is required for you. Okay. Yep. So Anil, can you please share your mail ID so that you will able to access the recording? Yeah, fine. So so this particular session, I would like to go for using the Visual Studio for writing some kind of Python programs. So make sure that in real time, and so Visual Studio is the platform for solving the for writing lot many programs, or if you want to use the .NET, or if you want to use the Java. So Visual Studio is the platform for you. It's a single solution for you to write any kind of program. Okay. Yep. So I would like to go for, I already installed in my computer, which is Visual Studio Code, so that you also try to go for install the Visual Studio Code in your laptops or in your local environment. So I am creating, and just, yep. I just opened the Visual Studio here, and I would like to go for creating the new file, or open file, or new file. Just go for new file. Here we have a shortcut is Alter and Control and Windows and N. If you press the Control and Alter and Windows N, so then it will asking like write which program you want to be write normal text file or else Python file. So here I would like to go for writing the Python file. Okay. So that it was creating some kind of it's untitled file. So here we can write the Python programs, guys. Yeah. So when you're talking about Python, when you're talking about programming language, make sure that you should have some kind of basic intuition. You need to know some basic information. Like you can consider any programming language. We have to aware of variables or not. Have you knowledge on variables? Do you know what exactly the variables? So guys, variables means it is just names, guys. The names, it can hold some kind of information or data, hold some kind of data, that we are calling it the variables. So usually in any other programming language, so if you want to creating the variables, and make sure that we have to declare first we have to declare, then we can use it. So declare means assigning some kind of memory location to one specific, you're going to be assigning some name to some specific memory location. Within that particular memory location only, we are holding some kind of data. But basically, Python is the dynamic programming language so that you don't need to be go for declaring the variables. Directly, we can assigning the data to the variables. Let me consider. I have the data is 34. This is my data. Okay. I want to be go for store this data into any one of the memory location, and I'm giving the name is vary here. Okay. It's up to your choice. It's up to your choice. Okay. And so you can give any name. It's up to your choice actually. What name you want to give it, it's up to your choice. It's all about the programmer. So this is the variables which is created by the programmer so that we can call it as the user defined names. So user defined names. We can call it as the user defined names or programmer defined names or variables. But here the variables are holding some kind of data. So here the name of the variable is var and which is holding the 34. Or else we can give any name. For example, A. So here A is the variable and which is holding the 34. For example, B is the variable and which is holding some kind of data. Okay. So I hope you understood what exactly the variables. Okay. So here A is the variable and which is holding 34 and B is the variable which is holding 56. And this A and B, which are the variables, it can be created by the programmer or else we can call it as the user defined names. And when we are creating this kind of names, variables or program defined names or user defined names, make sure that you should have some kind of, limitations or else you have to follow some kind of, rules. What are the rules we have to follow while giving the names? Can anyone please tell me? If we have already knowledge on .NET or if you have already knowledge on Java or else if you have knowledge on C, and when you're creating some kind of names in your program, then what is the rules we should follow it? Tell me, guys. The first rule is that we can use the alphabets. We can use alphabets. And second one is that we can use the numbers. That means A1 or B1, A99, something like this. Okay. And we can use numbers and we can use underscore. Other than that, if I use anything, then you will be getting an error. Okay. And here we can use the numbers, but don't start with the numbers. So if we do start with the numbers, then you will be getting an error. So that we can try to understand. Don't start with the digits or numbers. Okay. For example, we can store A1, but we can't store the 1A. Okay, that's the meaning of it. Okay. And let me go for, here we can use only underscore, right? Other than underscore, if I use any special characters, then you will be getting an error. Don't use special characters. Special characters means other than underscore, if any character, other underscore, alphabets, and number, if I use anything, then you will be getting an error. And last but not least, we have some kind of reserved words are there, keywords are there. Guys, please mute your systems. So, when we are going to store, if you want to, in a Python programming language, you might have some kind of keywords or reserved words. Okay. So what are those words we have it? I will show you. Don't worry about it. But so we have some kind of keywords are there or else already defined names we have it. So those names we can't use it actually. So don't use keywords. Other than these keywords, special characters, and don't start with a digit. And other than these things, we can create any name and the name it can be hold anything. Okay. And one more thing is that Python is this case sensitive and uppercase characters are different and lowercase characters are different. So if I hold like small a equal to 34 and if I hold the capital A equal to 100, which means that a small a which is holding the 34 and capital A which is holding the 100. Okay, both are not saving storing same thing. Okay, yep. So we have to remember this rules. If you follow these rules, and we can try to go for write some examples. For example, A1. So A1 equal to 56 and B underscore 3 equal to, and for example, we can hold 87. Okay, let me go for print. If you want to print any data, we can use a print function. So in Python, we have a print function to print anything on your screen. Okay. So this way you can create some variables and we can hold some data. When you are creating variables, we have to follow this kind of rules. Okay. After you're done, then what we can do here, we have an option for run option. And if you click on this one, here we got an output or not? 56 and 57, right? Right or not? For example, now what I can do, if I start with a digit, then what happen we'll see. 4 equal to 56. So here, you careful observe here. Careful observe here. Here we are getting some kind of red line, right? This red line indicating that there could be an issue with this line. Okay. Anyway, you can try to run it, whether it is executing or else whether it is throwing error or not. See, you got a syntax error or not? Invalid decimal literal. So which means that if I start with a digit, then you will be getting an error. Okay. Yep. So that's a one thing we see in it, right? And in Python programming language, we have some kind of reserved words or keywords are there. I will show you what are those words we have it. So far we can try for while. While is the keyword, it will use it for to repeat a task. That is the purpose we can use the while keyword. So here I'm using the while keyword as a identifier. Then you will be getting an error. Why we are getting an error? Why we are getting an error? Because while is the keyword, it's a reserved words. So here I'm writing actually, don't start with digit. Okay. So here also we got an error because, can you please tell me why we are getting an error?
Because while is a keyword.
Yes, don't use keywords. Okay. And next one is special characters, right? For example, where at the rate of, so instead of using the I'm using some kind of special characters. Okay. This situation also, if I run it, you will getting an error. See, here also we got, right? Cannot assign the expression here. Okay. So at the rate, this is at the rate symbol, it's a special characters. If I do the special characters, or if I use these special characters in my variable name, then you will be getting the an errors. So other than this, you can use anything. So make sure that we need to follow this rules. Don't use special characters. Other than underscore, anything, it could be special characters, guys. Okay, I hope you understood what exactly the variables and what is the limitations of the variables. Okay. For example, so if we have variable and which is holding some kind of data, I want to go for print the memory location. So if you want to know the memory location of any name or any identifier, so usually we can call it identifier also. So identifier means which is identifying something, right? So here the where it is used for holding some data and it will be holding in some specific memory location, right? To know the memory location, then we can use the function is in Python, which is id function. Okay. If I run this one, you'll be getting the some number. So this is the memory location of this var. Okay. So for more understanding purposes, then what I can do, memory location of var. So the strings and so something variables or whatever it is, if you want to separate, then we can use the comma operator. Okay. You can run it. You will be getting. See, this is the memory location of var. Okay. Clear, right? So that's a purpose we can use the this id function. Print function will be used for to print anything on your screen. Id function, it could be used for to return some kind of data. Okay. Yep. Now in Python programming language, we have various data types. Okay, fine. I want to show you some kind of keywords in our Python, right? So this all keywords which are available in one particular library, the name of the library is the keyword library. Okay. This keyword library, if you want access into your program, then we can use the keyword. The name of the keyword is import. So with help of the import, we can access any libraries or any packages into your program. Okay. So yes, fine. I accessed the keyword library and I want to print the all the keywords. So inside of the keyword library, we have the KW list is there. So within this particular list, you have the all the keywords. So if I run it, it will be showing you all the keywords inside of the Python. Mhm. KW list. See, you can see, right? False, none, true, and as these are the names, right? These are all the names which are available in your Python programming language, so that we are calling it a keywords. Okay. So guys, if you want to take the screenshots, we can take the screenshots. Yep. So guys, that's for today's session and hopefully understood. And so tomorrow we'll talk about, so Python is providing some, Python is supporting various data types. I want to list you or else I want to show you all the data types supported by the Python programming language. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Is there anyone need the recording access? Please share your mail ID. Bye guys. Take care.